afternoon, Ignacio. So Ignacio has a PhD in high energy physics and has worked at various research centers, including LAL, DESY, and CERN. For the last 5 years, Ignacio has been focusing on data science, something I'm fairly passionate about as well, with expertise in Python, Microsoft Azure cloud services for ML models development, and AI solutions deployment, something that lots of people I'm sure are very interested in at the moment. So I will be now quiet and I'll pass over to you, Ignacio.
Thank you very much, Lucy. So first of all, I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me to share my experience and to talk about a bit about what about the life after CERN or after academy. So let me make a quick recap of my academic background. So I have a physics degree in the University of Valencia in 2011. Then I moved to do my master in advanced physics. It's like the natural way to proceed when you are in this field. And after that, I was proposed to start a PhD in particle physics. So now you can see the relation with CERN. If you are doing a PhD in particle physics, at the end, you can end collaborating with CERN people or working at CERN. So during my PhD, I stay as well in some research centers like LAL in Paris or DESY in Hamburg, Germany. So I enjoyed it a lot. I learned a lot from other teams. And finally, after my PhD, I was trying to apply for a fellowship, but I didn't succeed. In that case, a fellowship for CERN, and I didn't succeed. But I got a project associate contract for a year in 2017, and that was my time at CERN. I only spent 1 year, but I met wonderful people, brilliant people at work. I enjoyed it a lot. For me, it was like an Erasmus, but and you are more mature and you have some money. You are not too young to enjoy this kind of life. So talking about what I did at CERN, I was part of the CLIP detector team, this linear collider project, and I was working in two main projects. One of them was about top physics. It's more theoretical part, but we were using simulation of the detector to test the accuracy we can achieve to measure this kind of physics, electroweak physics in this case, about top quark. And I was participating as well in the designing and the improvements of the future vertex detector. And I was working in the bit tagging analysis. So here I started using some machine learning models. One of them was random forest, XGBoost. So it was like, okay, that sounds interesting. It's something that can do a lot of things for you, and it's much better than traditional analysis, let's say. And as I mentioned before, during my time, I applied three times for a CERN fellowship, but I didn't succeed. There was brilliant people at that moment, and I think it was not my moment, let's say. So what else? What next? So at the end of my first contract at CERN, one of the options was to extend this contract, but in another department. So I had to change my field of study to another department, being more engineer, let's say, and I don't like it a lot. I got an offer to do a postdoctoral fellowship at DESY in Germany, but I stopped it and I think, okay, then what else? 2 years more in another country, and then 2 other years more doing another postdoc. So finally, I decided to leave the academy. And what to do next? So I started looking for a data scientist job. So something related to machine learning. And now everyone call it AI, artificial intelligence. So I started studying Python, machine learning, SQL, APIs, everything, and interviews, and more interviews, because you learn a lot doing interviews. You fail, you will fail, but you need to keep trying, because you learn that you need to be informed about the company. The first question, what are your salary expectations? In the first interview was like, wow, I don't know what to say. My salary expectations, I want a salary and I want to be happy in my job. So if you have some colleagues, you can ask for advice. For example, now we can use the CERN alumni platform to do that. So I think it's amazing. So and finally, if you are lucky and you keep pushing, you can get your first jobs in consulting. So going quickly, I started in 2018 as data scientist, and you start working in projects, you start learning a lot. Then you can move from one company to another depending on the situation. In 2020, due to the pandemic, I lost my job, my first job, due to problems in the company. So I found a new job and I started, let's say, again in a more senior position. For example, in my case, I specialize in Microsoft cloud services in Azure, and I have some certification that you can get this kind of certifications during your job, for example. And since 2022, I started working as senior data scientist, and this year I was proposed to lead a European hub. So now I am a team lead, so it's the most senior role I have ever have, and I'm really excited of that. So you can see you can grow quickly because you have a background. You know statistics, you know mathematics, you know how to make presentations, prepare PowerPoints to deal with hard situations. Then you need to know the consulting business and clients, for example. So now, just to let you know that my team is growing a lot. So we are hiring people. If you are interested and you don't know if you can fit in this kind of roles, please don't hesitate to contact me in the CERN alumni platform. Here you have my email. And that's all from my side. Thank you for your attention.
Very good. Thank you very much, Ignacio.